Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Were you dancing? Just giving a couple of minutes to see if anyone else is joining. Hello, everybody. We're going to be using the chat today, so make sure you say hi, where are you tuning in from? And I have some notes, I have some slides, I have some music, there's lots going on. So I need you guys to help me out. Aloha, aloha. So make sure to turn your camera on. That's part of being magnetic, being confident, being seen. Hello. Thank you for making time for today. Make sure you have your water, your wine, your tea, your notebook, your pen. And you made time to be here today. You might as well make the most of it, putting your phone away and being present. I think one of our biggest challenges these days is actually being present when we're doing something, right? Type yes on the chat if you agree. So, okay, we have people from Darwin, Central Coast. Lizzie say you can't hear me. Can everyone hear me? Can you guys hear me? Yes. Lizzie, need more volume. Yes. So nice to see you, beautiful girls. Hi, Sydney. Okay. What else? So we're going to be using the chat today. Like I said, it's not just me talking. I want you guys to participate. There will be opportunities for sharing. So having your camera on is number one rule. Using the chat and being able to express your thoughts, feelings, any questions, and your breakthroughs and light bulb moments is rule number two. And you can start by typing on the chat today one thing that you love about yourself. So today we're going to be using our brain to wire more self-love, self-trust, safety in our body. And we're going to start from the get-go. So waiting for you guys to share something on the chat, something that you love about yourself. I'm sure you can find something, if not 1,000 things. I'll give you a quick overview of what's happening today. We're going to do a quick embodiment practice to make sure we're fully present and in our bodies tonight. I'll share a few stories. I'll share a few secrets. I'll do an exercise where you get to envision your future self and how does that feel in your body and your mind and what does that look like? And at the end, I'll give you an opportunity to find out more about working with me and an opportunity to map out what's next for you. If the Wi-Fi fails me, just bear with me and I promise I'll be back. Okay, we have the chat happening. I love my ability to be vulnerable. I absolutely love that. I think that's so powerful and brave and courageous. Also being vulnerable, curious mind. I love that. I feel I'm so blessed because I do have a curious and open mind. And I think, yeah, everyone can resonate. What else? Taking care of myself and others. Loving my craving for learning. I can resonate with all of you guys. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So we're going to start with a little Qigong practice. I don't know if you guys have practiced Qigong before, but it's a simple 2-minute practice you can do at any time throughout the day when you're feeling lethargic, you've been sitting for too long, you're feeling that sluggish in your body. So Qigong is a system of coordinated body posture and movement, breathing and meditation used for the purpose of health, spirituality, and martial arts training. How cool. They literally created this modality with all these different areas. So I would invite everyone to stand up. Standing up, leaving our day behind, leaving the energy of the day behind, whatever happened today. I had the shittiest day. I can share more with you guys, but everything went wrong. And I'm like, this is not happening. I have my masterclass tonight. So we are all here. So you can stand one arm and with the other one, you're going to tap on it from the hand up. A bit strong, you're pulling in energy. Beautiful. When you're ready and you feel the energy moving through, you can start with the other one. Other side. Yes. Then you can make fists and do your chests, shoulders, so much tension on your shoulders. Ruby, I hope you're doing this. But belly, butt. I love the butt because I sit all day on my computer, butt. And on the legs, we're gonna start like this from the sides, from the ankle up. One leg, snap, 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 strong. Another leg, strong, 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 strong. Beautiful, you guys are doing amazing. And on the butt. And when you're ready, you can close your eyes for a second. Relax your arms next to your body and soften your knees. And allow the energy to move through your body. Breathing in and out. Feeling any tingling sensations. Any heat in your body. Any pulsing, vibrating. The blood flowing through your veins. Oxygen. The energy. And when you're ready, you can start moving your hands, opening your eyes. Yeah, you can do a big stretch or yawning. Shake your hips. That feels good. Beautiful. Look at you guys. I could definitely be a gym instructor, I think. When you're ready, you can go back to your seats. So I have some notes. I'm managing a few things. I'm still letting people in and I'm managing the chat. So keep using the chat and I'll make sure when I have a moment I can check in. Ruby says she's fully participating. Camera just won't work. It's time to get a new camera, a new computer, right? You can share on the chat. How was that for you? Do you feel more alive? Do you feel more energy? Do you feel more heat? Do you feel more present? Do you feel that you can be more present today? Yes, I realize how sore I am from the gym. Beautiful. Our body is always speaking to us, right? Are you listening? Before you get sick, before something else happened, before you're exhausted, before you're burnt out. Nice wake up technique. Yes. So for people working on the computer, it's so simple, right? It took us, I don't know, a minute. And you can do it anytime that you're feeling that sluggish, that low energy. Okay, before we go ahead, I want to share a little bit more about myself with you guys, just so you know who is talking, why am I here? And I think a lot of you guys know me, but some of you don't know me that well. So my name is Lahaina. And I am magnetic. I get all sorts of offers. I'm house sitting in this beautiful place with ocean views. I get lots of gifts. I get lots of things happening in my life that are really beautiful, but it has not always been this way. I got my heart broken the first time when I was only 2 years old, when my mom left. And I grew up thinking I was not magnetic enough to even keep my own mom around. And to be honest, I went on in my life getting my heart broken over and over again. Because of what happened to me, I became so fiercely independent so young. I've been super resilient and always been able to fend for myself out in the world because how else would I survive? So my subconscious mind is like, you need to make this happen, right? There's no one coming. So at a certain point in life, I was feeling really bored, lethargic, loss of purpose. And what I realized is that I didn't just want to survive and be a robot and do day by day. I wanted to thrive. I want to feel alive and exhilarated by life. And I want to show up as the fullest expression of what it is to be me. And this is an ongoing process. I think you guys understand. I want to live my purpose. I want to have more play, pleasure, and fun in my life. I want to feel empowered to create a life by design and not by default. Type yes on the chat if you resonate, if you want more play, pleasure, and fun, and if you want to be the creator of your life. Yes, yes, yes. So I've been confident. And when I say confident, what I really mean is courageous. And I've been taking steps all throughout my life to follow what makes me happy. I moved to Australia when I was 23 years old with only $1,000 in my pocket. I've traveled over 20 countries, and I travel by myself in Turkey, Croatia, Italy, and Mexico. And I tell you, it takes guts to travel alone. I have jumped from a flying plane doing skydiving because I thought I was scared of heights and I wanted to test myself. I've had my spiritual awakening and sat in ceremony with plant medicine. Earlier this year, I've left my job. I've started 2 businesses. I'm a photographer and I have my coaching business. And now I help women just like you to live an embodied life in their own self-expression. You see, I didn't just have an epiphany one day and my life changed. It was a series of choices and transformations that led me right here. So I invite you to share on the chat, how is your body reacting right now to this conversation? Today, we're having an opportunity to connect to our bodies, our heart, our gut feeling, our intuition. Okay. You guys are still a bit shy. Resonating for sure. Amazing. I'm happy and light right now. Beautiful. I love that. So let's talk about magnetism. We're going to be talking, I'll be sharing some secrets with you guys, but basically magnetism is the fact that we attract what we put out. And that's directly related to our self-worth and how we show up in life. And we attract what we most desire without force when we're being magnetic, right? So you might be asking me, oh, how come we attract what we desire or we attract what we put out? If sometimes, like today, I had a shit day and there were so many things going wrong. I was like, how is this happening? So there are lots to play in this equation. So there's our subconscious mind playing. Sometimes we don't understand what's going on. Some old patterns and beliefs that we haven't really tapped on. Our frequency. Sometimes we think we're doing great, but actually what we're putting out is a very energy on lack and scarcity and fear. So we're going to be addressing some of these things today. And right now I have some journaling questions. So if you have your notebook or if you have, you can use your computer or your phone. And I can post them on the chat and then we're going to do one by one together. Okay, so when you're ready, the first one, I want you to think about, how am I? And you fill in the blank spot with whatever you're calling in. So for example, for me, how am I already successful? Okay, so put in the word that resonates for you. How am I already joyful, happy, abundant, wealthy, healthy, loved, productive? So whatever in this moment resonates for you that you're calling in. So for me, it's successful. So I'll give you guys an example. How am I already successful? And we're going to look for some clues and proof that our dreams are already coming reality. Even if it doesn't look like, you know, I have not achieved the level of success that I want right now, but how am I already successful? I work for myself full-time on my business. I get to support my beautiful clients. I connect with amazing human beings every day. I have the freedom to create my own schedule. Have the freedom to go to the beach, go for a swim whenever I want. Have the freedom to catch up with my friends throughout the day during a weekday. And that was one of my dreams when I wanted to have my own business. So when you're ready, we're going to move to the second one. How can I radiate the energy of? So again, if I'm thinking about success, how can I radiate more of the energy? So if you guys know anything about manifestation, is stepping into the feeling before that has already created in reality, right? So for me, how can I radiate the energy of success? I feel abundant Sometimes it's just a beautiful sunny day and I feel abundant. That's success for me. Feeling gratitude. Dressing for success. I love dressing like I am the most successful version of myself, or sexy, or gorgeous, whatever it is for you, right? So fill in the gap. And how can you radiate more of the energy? If it's love, how can you radiate more of it? If it's wealthy, if it's healthy, whatever area of life that you are choosing to work on today. This one is quite interesting. What do you believe you are worthy of? So don't overthink whatever comes up. The first thing that comes up for you. What do you actually believe that you are worthy of? So I think that I am worthy of everything I want. Love, success, financial wealth, abundance, and a healthy lifestyle. That's what comes up for me. Okay, next one. What are you magnetizing right now? So for me, money and love. Ta-da! You might find that the areas that people really are usually working on is finance, love, and health. Maybe that's what's coming up for you. Next one. What is your energy giving off? So this is a really interesting one. Have a moment to feel. What is your current energy giving off? What vibes? So I know even if I'm embodying and bringing and calling in success and money and wealth, sometimes I give off the energy of scarcity, fear, and frustration. So this is a moment to check in what vibes you're giving off that might or not be in alignment to what you really truly want. Next one. What are you embodying right now? So embodying is a living, breathing example of it. So what I'm currently embodying is trust and surrender. I've been taking the steps that sometimes don't make sense. Sometimes it's really scary. And I'm stepping into and embodying trust and surrender. Okay, last one. How can you shift your frequency to manifest what you desire? So whatever it is for you to feel loved, to feel abundant every day, to feel healthy. How are you shifting your frequency? So I can give you guys some examples. For me, is ocean dips, putting my feet on the grass or the sand, essential oils, incense, music, dancing. What are some practices or some ways that you know it raises your frequency? Is it the food that you're eating, organic, beautiful, fresh food? Is it the water that you're drinking? Is it prayer and meditation, breath work, yoga? But yes, on the chat when you're done. I can give you a couple of more minutes. Are you guys loving my Lady Di vibes? Done, done, done. Amazing. How are you guys going? Done, done, done. And I would love someone, they're feeling courageous, to come off mute and share with us. What are you getting from this exercise? It's a small group. It's very intimate. Yes.
I would love to share. Hello. Hello, everyone. I love these questions. I was really sitting in with these. I feel like there's been some big changes for me, like just recently as well. And what that has actually come from has been through affirmations. And affirmations have never really resonated with me, to be honest, but something has changed in me, this version that I am now. And that's really been helping me envision my higher self and like really envision like the characteristics that Dana holds in her power, and really kind of stepping into that ignited power, I guess, magnetized power.
Amazing. And how do you do your affirmations? Share with us, because sometimes we know it can be a bit robotic, right? Or a bit shallow, just saying, I'm powerful, I am rich. So you have a particular way that you do it that you feel that it really works?
Yeah. So I've written down a whole page of ones that actually feel really good for me, like not just plain I am blah blah blah. Like I had to have ones that actually meant something for me. So going through that process of really finding ones that really spoke to my heart, and I just sit there and I run through them quite a few times. Like I've got a whole page filled, to be honest, and I'm just really intentional in the way that I'm looking into my eyes. And I don't know if you guys have done that before, but it's actually kind of a bit spooky when you get into this state and you really actually look at yourself. It's like, whoa, okay. It just, for me, it's like there's someone else just looking back on this version of Dana, and I don't know, it's it's kind of freaky, and it keeps freaking me out the last.
That's beautiful. So you're doing in the mirror. Are you standing or are you sitting?
I'm sitting, but I had a realization today that I feel like I want to stand, because I want to really encapsulate that power of like this bad bitch and, you know, powerful energy.
When we talk about embodiment, right, I always picture our as a full body yes, right? So if you're doing embodiment work as well, you can feel in your whole body and let the energy move through. And I agree with you. Mirror work is so powerful. Sometimes you cry, sometimes you feel shame and guilt, sometimes you feel proud of yourself, right? So there's so much that can come out of it.
Yeah, it's been so powerful, so powerful.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Anyone else would like to share from the exercise? Three, two.
Oh, I can talk.
Yes, I need it.
What? So hi guys. I love the affirmations, and you know I'm not gonna lie, I don't actually do them. I mean, just like Lahaina said, they're very obvious ones, but I really enjoy that. And I actually work with prenatal, postnatal, and I'm studying fertility, and I always say how important they are, especially like I really tap in this stage of life. But now listening to you, I was like, I can actually use this like any time of my life, you know. So that's great advice. And yeah, amazing. So with me, I really find that for my energy, for the shift, and I really love the qigong movements. I've done them before in different ones. I really need movement in my body. I just feel that I just need to shift things, and I need to move if I'm feeling stagnated. And I guess I work with movement, so that's one of the things. Like I'm a yoga teacher, but you know, dancing or any kind of movement, going for a walk, or like getting out there and not just being stuck. Because I guess when, you know, if the mind is busy or whatever happens, that puts us down, you know. It's sometimes like being on the couch or watching Netflix. I know we need those moments, you know, from time to time, but for me it's really, really important that I acknowledge those times, but I get myself on the movement, that I get my energy, and like Lahaina said, my feet on the sand, or for a walk in the forest or anything, or a ocean swing, just to shift that, to change things around.
So perfect. And I think sometimes when we're trying to solve problems, you know, when we're feeling stuck, when we get that stagnant energy, walking outside can be those like light bulb moments, right? It can completely shift. It can create new pathways in our brain to have new ideas when we have that flow in our body, that movement, that shift of frequency and vibration. We can really be open to new ideas.
And a friend of mine yesterday, I was really, really stuck, and she called me right in the moment, and then she said something that is stuck to my head. She's like, because I live very close to the beach, she said, drop everything, go to the ocean, look at it, go for a swim, step on the sand, do whatever you need, give that back to nature, give that back to the earth, whatever you're feeling right now. And I was like, oh, you know, because, you know, sometimes we feel so stuck and we get in our heads, you know,
Yeah.
and just like go and just do something.
Yeah. I love that. Thanks for sharing. And one thing that for me is the kind of the quickest and like even closer to me is having a shower. So even today, like I shared with you guys, I had so much going on, like was one thing after another going wrong and pissing me off. And I wanted to go for a beach walk. And I also was super busy because we had the masterclass tonight and I was still doing a lot of things. And I had a shower. So I had 3 showers today, but you know, like in the middle of the day, I was like, I have the intention as well, let the water rinse, you know, anything that does not serve in me, and picturing that going through the drain. And yeah, setting my intentions to cutting cords or releasing any energy in the shower. And it can be a minute, you know, you can do it throughout the day if you're home. So super simple and easy. If you can have a cold shower for, you know, 5, 15, 30 seconds, even better, you're going to feel brand new. Okay. So let's keep moving with content because this is jam-packed. So I brought a few things that I work with my clients with that can also broaden maybe your ideas and your views and how to shift a few things for you. So number 1, knowing and operating from your highest values. This is the first thing that I do with my clients. Let's do a check-in. And yeah, having that sense that you're operating from your highest values, whatever there is, family, health and well-being, business success, wealth, finance, freedom, financial freedom, love, partnership, right? And then setting the goals to live in alignment. And I spoke about this on my social media the other day. I feel like setting goals can have that really pull towards something. So again, when we're feeling stuck and stagnant, it could be that we're not working towards anything. And, you know, setting some goals for yourself, even be my current one is drinking 2 liters of water a day. As simple as that. I went to the supermarket. I bought this huge bottle. I was so proud of myself. I've been filling up every day. And like some days I go through half of it and I'm like, okay, today wasn't a very good day, but my goal. But you know what I mean? Like it could be as small as or as big as starting a business, leaving your job, getting married, whatever it is. So when we take aligned action, you actually start to appreciate yourself more. So we're building on our self-trust and self-esteem. When you take aligned action, when you take action that is against your values, it feels like you're punishing yourself. Also, when you're taking aligned action to your values, you will be more disciplined. You will feel more inspired. Think about the things that you like to talk about. Think about the things that you like doing, that you like studying and learning. So I think that's it. Number 2, expand your vision. And that can go a little bit with setting goals as well. So pursue what is deep and meaningful to you. There's no right or wrong here. There's no big or small, but it's just expand your vision. So maybe you've been setting similar goals for yourself on and on every year. Maybe it's time for you to be like, I'm capable of more. How can I expand my vision? Expand your life and your vision. If you want to be a leader, even in your family, in your local community, maybe you want to expand even bigger and you want to be a leader in your city, in your state, in your nation for a particular cause. So expand yourself and expand your awareness and your influence. Okay. Number 3, high priority actions. So acting again accordingly with your values, prioritizing your daily actions and feeling accomplished. So I love ticking off things, feeling like I've achieved things, I've accomplished things. We don't want to just be doing that just on our masculine energy, but I enjoy also feeling like I have achieved things. And the other part of this is learning how to delegate what is low priority to you. So what can you delegate? Do you have a partner and do you guys share tasks around the house? If you work in a team or starting a team for your business, are you able to delegate and trust that people will follow through? You know, you might be hiring people for your business. You might be hiring people to help you in all sorts of areas. For me, a huge breakthrough was to hire a cleaner for my house. This was an internal battle for months. And I had multiple conversations with my coach because I had left my job. So I had the time and I felt like I shouldn't be paying for someone to do that. When I spoke to him, I said, yeah, I'm concerned because I should be cleaning my own house. I have the time. And then I also share that just thinking about cleaning, it was creating a lot of anxiety and not feeling good and taking away my capacity to focus on my business. And he said, why don't you give it a go? Step into the version of you that already have the money and have someone to come and clean for you. I was like, okay. It took me months and I hired someone. After the first time she came, I was so grateful. I'm like, I don't know how I lived without her before. My bathroom was so clean. I could actually see the walls. And I was so proud of myself for taking that small, huge step for myself, right? So looking at your life and where are some low priorities that you can delegate? And this also links with a thing that I talk a lot on my socials and my content is about speaking out, asking for help, speaking about your wants and needs, and actually communicating. And we can avoid that a lot at times to avoid confrontation and conflict and being a bit scared. And last one, own your value. So how you perceive yourself is how others will show up in your life and mirror that perception, right? So when you value yourself, the world will value as well. And giving yourself permission to be yourself, because when you're authentic, you are certain to have the most power. Okay, let me know if this resonates. And when I say authentic, I also just want to bring to light that it's not about you exaggerating or minimizing yourself or who you are, but instead to be yourself, which expands that true self-worth and self-trust. And again, is an ongoing daily process, right? And when you live in accordance with your highest values, you are more likely to have a center state, which is what I call the true self-worth and self-trust. So these are some of the pillars that I work with my clients with. And I would love if Dana wants to come off mute and share a little bit about being my client and what are some of the results that we have created.
Oh my word. I love you, Lahaina, you know that. Hello, everyone. Yeah, so working with Lahaina was such a, I swear, she came to me in such an incredibly like aligned time. Like I was starting my business and I was in such unknown territory. I had, you know, when you start something new and you're just so uncomfortable and everything just affects you when you're uncertain of what you're doing. And Lahaina for me was just this beautiful, strong pillar of support and love, and just getting met constantly with me, just feeling like I was breaking down. She was just like, you've got this, you've got this. And, you know, honestly, like I really reflecting, like igniting my internal power, like that's honestly what truly resonates so deeply with our time together, because I really know what that means now. And like Lahaina, I am forever grateful for you, because you're such a foundational pillar in me stepping into these new versions of myself, because I was so uncomfortable and just, yeah, it was so beautiful. And just to be met with love and tools to take away with like getting back into my body. Yeah.
Of that. Thank you so much for sharing. And yeah, you've been expanding your business, getting more and more clear on what you do, who you help, how you help them, creating a beautiful program. You are flying to South America early next year for a big adventure. And I'm so proud of you. And it was, like you said, tapping into that inner power. It was already there the whole time, right? It was like, let's find that again.
You were like putting this big spotlight on me and I was like, I'm not ready to see it, but I am. And you're just pulling me forward. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. I love that. Okay, moving on. I want to share a bit more content with you guys. about being magnetic. Why not? That's what we're doing today. Okay, so let me try and share my screen and see if this helps. And you guys have to tell me how good are my skills that I literally created this today. Okay, so let's see if this works for them. Okay, so let's have a look at this as the left side being our masculine, which is we have both the masculine and the feminine, right? It's about finding that sweet spot and alignment. And so the left is the doing, the external. Like we said, our to-do lists, our tasks, even what I was talking about, getting support, all of these things. Cool. I'm just moving your faces around so I can actually see what's going on. And then the bottom is the being, the internal, the feminine. So our intuition, our feelings, our body, our inner wisdom. So as you guys might be paying attention throughout the masterclass today, we're doing a bit of both. We're looking at our body, our body's reaction. We're looking at our gut feeling. We're looking at our heart racing. And we're also looking at what are the things that we can start and implement, right? So how can we find the sweet spot between the two? How do I move next? Here you go. So think about if you're doing nothing and you're being nothing, what's going on in your life? Pretty much a lot of nothing. There is a lack of vitality and feeling uninspired. And again, it could be back to what we were saying of not having goals, nothing to pursue, nothing to move towards, or living out of alignment with your values, with being authentic. Okay, imagine you're doing a lot, but you're being nothing. So I can totally resonate with this. And you're operating kind of like a machine. There's no soul and no fulfillment. So from the external, it looks like you have everything. You have the job, you have the car, you might have the house and the family, the husband, the money in the bank. You show up all beautiful. You're sharing about how you got a promotion, but it's all external. It's all doing. It's all in your masculine presence. And there is no feeling. There's actually no joy and fulfillment because you don't know how to tap into your body, your emotions, and your intuition. Okay, imagine you're being a lot, but you're doing nothing. So it was hard for me to name this, but it might be, imagine a Buddhist monk meditating, meditating all day long. It's not really a ghost or spirit, but you can see what I'm saying. Like there's really nothing happening. I hope there is some money coming through your bank account because, you know, there's nothing going on in the external, in the doing, in the achieving and accomplishment. So where do we want to go? We want to tap into the quantum field. We want to have quantum lips and we want to feel and be magnetic, attracting money, love, people, opportunities, right? So it's the combination when we know how to tap into that internal feeling, when we know how to regulate our nervous system, when we know how to understand our emotions and process our emotions, when we can listen to our heart and our gut feeling and our womb wisdom, but we also applying things and doing and implementing and taking action. So for example, I'm doing a money course at the moment, and it is a lot about regulating our nervous system and creating a beautiful relationship with money where I'm not stressed out, when I'm not anxious, but also there is the doing part of it, which is checking the bank account, not purchasing something for a month, you know, doing your budgeting, whatever that is. So if you guys want to take a screenshot or make your notes, let me know on the chat. Does this resonate? Does this make sense? And maybe what can you see for yourself? There is the missing piece for you right now to get to the magnetic state. Just having a quick look on the chat. It does resonate. Amazing. Anything else? Any light bulb moments? Any Yes, 100%. Yes. So yeah, I thought it was quite interesting to put that in analogy, because again, it could be that you're tapping into your feelings, but you're too emotional. You're not taking an line action. You're not implementing anything. So things don't feel like they're moving. Or it could be that you're doing more like in a robotic autopilot state. Yes. Okay. Let me know any questions, any share, any breakthroughs. It's important to share when you're having a breakthrough. That cements, if you share with someone, that cements that breakthrough awareness and light bulb moment for you, and it will be easier for you to remember later and take action. Okay, what's next? I'm going to share the 5 habits of lucky people, or what I call magnetic people. So Professor Richard Wiseman, he's a professor of psychology, and he has been studying luck for more than 2 decades. He has interviewed and talked to thousands and thousands of people. And he says luck is not by chance. So again, I call lucky people magnetic people, because it's that people that say, oh, I'm so lucky, I won this money and presents and this house, and I live by the beach and whatever, I won this car. So they feel very lucky. So what he says is there is a science to it, which is actually an attitude. So I also have a screen to share this. Let me see if I can find. And you guys can take a screenshot or take your notes. I'm so technical with all these screens going on. Share. Okay, so the 5 habits to be magnetic. And this as well goes with a lot of the things that we spoke about today. Number 1, start taking action. Why? It puts you in a collision course where things start to happen. So you might remember a time when you started to go to the gym, and by doing that, you actually felt really excited and empowered to keep going. Or you started a diet, or you started dating someone, or whatever it was. It takes energy for us to start something. And then it's almost like that action, it becomes easier after that. Type yes if you know what I'm saying. So the first step is usually the harder, because you're coming from inertia to movement. Number 2, your intuition. We've been talking about this today. Lucky people say they follow their gut feeling. I love this one. I'm a very gut feeling person. So when I'm making decisions, it's a lot about how I feel in my gut in that moment to say yes or no. And I don't have to explain with my rational mind to myself or anyone else. I just trust my gut feeling. So how cool is this study for 2 decades? Lucky people actually say this. Number 3, having an optimistic view. So this one is about changing your belief system and operate in a way that you expect good things to happen. So this is so funny, right? Because if shit things are happening to you, you get into that feeling like everything is shit and it gets worse and worse. So how can we shift in that moment? Even today, when one thing was happening after another, I was like, no, I have my masterclass tonight. I kept stepping into something that I had to look forward to, or something positive. And it's not about being fake, positive and not feeling your feelings when things are shit, or not acknowledging when things are not right for you. But I really like this because it's expecting good things to happen to you. So I think people are good. I trust people. I love people. What happens? I attract the most beautiful people in my life. My mom, on the other hand, she says, people are shit. What happens? She has the most chaotic relationships in her life. Has no friends, she has no partner. She has no one because she already expects people to show up as they're gonna fuck things up. You know what I mean? Type yes on the chat if you can remember any examples. So how can we wake up and think today is gonna be a great day? Okay, number 4, your wisdom. And I've been talking about as well of that old ancient feminine wisdom. We can even tap into our womb area to ask questions and ask for advice and ask for the wisdom to come through. Also, what he says from this study is finding the learnings and the gratitude even on the most challenging situations. So this is a super important one because, again, when life throws lemons or curveballs, who are we being in those moments? Are you being a victim and being like, why is this happening to me? Or can you look for the lessons? What am I learning in this moment? How am I showing up in this moment? And you still can have gratitude for what's happening to you or for the things that you have in that moment. Let me know if that resonates and let me know if that makes sense. The last one is energy, having an upbeat energy and vibration. We spoke about this today. It's attractive, it's confident, is your highest frequency. So going back to what are some of the ways that you like to raise your vibration? What do you implement on your day-to-day? Your self-care. And I feel like they all is like an engine and they all feed into each other for this machine to move together, right? So taking action, your intuition, having that optimistic view, looking for the lessons and the gratitude, and having the energy and the frequency that you expect the things to happen to you. So you can take a screenshot or make your notes. And again, you might want to type on the chat what is that it could be an area for you to focus on. Ooh, go. Yeah, so I'm just looking at the chat. We're talking about procrastination, getting out of negative mind. Yes, hard and necessary, absolutely. Love expecting things to happen. Yes, amen. Yes, so talking about dating, how are you showing up? Do you have the thought that all men are gonna screw up? That's what's gonna happen. So when we give them a chance and we'll be like, there's a lot of good men out there. All I have to do is find them and connect with them and be open. Then we're being open to miracles, magic and magnetism. Okay, there's something to learn from every experience, even the bad ones. Yeah. Letting go of the past, 110%. If you do not learn how to let go from your past, you bring in the past into the present and actually to your future. I expect miracles is my current favorite affirmation. Yes, 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 yes. Miracles are happening all the time, all around us. You just have to expect them and acknowledge them when they can come. Okay. How much are you guys enjoying this masterclass? From 1 to 10, 10 being excellent. We still have one more exercise. I'm loving it. 12. Yes. I want to share with you that I do get nervous when presenting, when doing a lot of the things in my life. And how I show up is acknowledge that I'm nervous, acknowledge what's coming up, acknowledge my feelings, and moving through with the curiosity and the optimistic overview that we were talking about, right? So some people look up to me because I am confident. Yes, I am. It doesn't mean that I don't have all the same feelings as everybody else of self-doubt, of anxiety and fears. But again, I step into this masterclass. It's going to be amazing and we're going to have fun. Okay. When you're ready, sit on a comfortable position and I'll take you through a visualization. This will be our last exercise for today. Sitting in a comfortable position. Yay. Is yay because it's the last. I love visualization. Yes. So let me explain to you. Visualization is not woo-woo, BS, blah, 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 just another thing, bullshit that we do. When we visualize, and when I say visualize, it could be whatever it is for you. You may see things, which is a visualization. You may hear, feel, know in your gut. It does not really matter if you see or not. When we practice this, we are creating new neuron pathways in our brain that were not there before. So we're literally telling our brain, our rational mind, and our subconscious mind also that this is possible because you're already stepping into this. Okay? Sitting, not falling asleep. Take a couple of breaths, relaxing, sitting with your spine straight. Close your eyes when you're ready. And breathing into your belly. And when you're ready, step forward 3 years from now, and it's now 2025. 16 November 2025. And start looking around you as if nothing has changed from today. The same relationships, the same job, the same situation financially or in your business, the same hiding and avoiding. The things that does not serve you right now, they're actually magnified. What is the experience? What do you see, hear, feel, taste? What's in your body? And paint this picture, just for now, that if nothing changes, nothing changes. If you're currently holding yourself back, not speaking out for your wants and needs, your boundaries, avoiding the tough conversations, not following your dreams and desires, maybe only being in your feminine, not taking any action, or only in your masculine, operating like a robot. What do you see, hear, feel, taste, smell, feel in your gut? So with your eyes still closed, let's leave that for now. And breathing into your belly and your chest, expand like a balloon. And when you exhale, relax your shoulders and your neck. Breathing in and out. And let's have a look at the second scenario. In 3 years from now, it's 16 November 2025. And you're calling in the magnitude of your possibilities. And if you only live this one life, what would you want this life to look like? Look around, see, feel, taste, smell, feel in your body. If money was not object, or no object, what would you do every single day? Keep breathing into your belly and your chest. If anything was possible and you had access to a magic genie in a bottle, what are your wishes? If nothing bad would happen to you, no one would be mad at you, and your life would automatically get better, what are you manifesting? What's happening on 16 November 2025? What do you see, hear, feel, smell, taste, feel in your body and your gut? And know that right now you're building the treasure map. You are building the blueprint of what's possible. And knowing that every decision that you make from this point on, you can be one step further into that reality. So tune in, feel into your body. Where does my higher excitement live? What if you are not afraid to be seen, heard, expressed, loved for all that you are? And know that this right now is the key to the puzzle to living from your wealth, abundance, magic, power, and beauty. To be inspired and to breathe life into you. And what if all of that was possible even sooner than 3 years from now? Breathing into your body and allowing your body to understand that this is totally possible to you. Breathing into your body and allowing any fear to move, any energy. And telling your rational mind and your subconscious mind and your body that this is all possible for you. Okay, when you're ready, you can start slowly coming back to the here and now. Feeling the seat that you're sitting on. Moving your hands. Opening your eyes when you're ready, breathing into your body. Beautiful, coming back, coming back, coming back. I think Daphne has just joined us, so we're just doing a visualization. We're actually coming to the end of the masterclass. So type on the chat, any shares, any breakthroughs. How did you feel? What do you know now as possible? That calm my nervous system so much. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's what we want. It's almost bedtime. Very calm. Yes. So for those that don't know, Ruby is pregnant. She will have a 2-year-old. She will be a mom with a toddler. Very grounding. Optimistic about the future. Very calm. Beautiful, you guys. That's absolutely amazing. So I'll be here for another 5 minutes right now to speak to those who will be interested in learning how we can fast track those experiences. They might seem very fast right now, very far away right now, but we can call them in even in the next 6 months. For those that had a good time tonight, I thank you so much. I acknowledge you for being here, for making time for yourselves, for sticking around, for participating fully. I loved all the chat. I love seeing your faces. And I acknowledge you for recognizing what might be holding you back and what is actually possible for you. So if you're saying, because you're here today on live, I'm offering a 20-minute strategy session where we get to map out what's next for you. To book in is so easy. I'm going to post the calendar link on the chat. And you can take 15 seconds to click and find a time to book a call with me. It's a no obligation call. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I had so much fun. I hope you guys got a lot for yourself today. Hope you have a beautiful sleep and dream with your new possibilities. It was so much fun. You are in your element. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Amazing. Thank you, guys. Have a beautiful night. Have a beautiful rest. I appreciate you, and I'm so grateful for you.